So Marvel Snap's newest card is Daken, and that's how we're going to pronounce it here, because that's how Ben Brode said it.
It's this month's season pass card, Daken.
And he looks to be a pretty exciting season pass card here. He adds the Muramasa Shard to your hand. The Muramasa Shard, when discarded or destroyed, will double Daken's power, which means pretty regularly you might expect this to be a 3/8, and with some extra shenanigans, can get even bigger, 16, 32, etc. And there are a lot of different ways, I think, to play this card, and I suspect he'll succeed in a number of different deck shells: discard, destroy, Silver Surfer, maybe even some stuff beyond that. For deck one, I wanted to try a discard deck. This is a pretty standard discard shell, but now we've got the shard discard, because of course discarding the shard doubles Daken's power, which means very easy to push him to 8 power in this deck. But I also added an Absorbing Man so that sometimes you can play Daken on 3, Absorbing Man on 4 to get an extra shard in hand, then MODOK on 5. That pushes Daken to 16 power, which of course for a 3-drop is completely insane. That's complemented by other large power plays like Morbius, which gets really big in this deck, and Apocalypse, or Apocalypse feeding into Dracula, can also be big, giving you multiple vectors of attack in this deck to get really high power plays, along with all the small little complementary stuff. The 4 power Colleen Wings and Lady Sifs really do start to add up in this deck. So Discard's a deck that's been kind of fringe meta ever since Spider-Ham came out, because Apocalypse is particularly weak to Spider-Ham. But I actually think this change helps, because now a turn 6 MODOK in this deck isn't crazy. Sometimes that can be a great way to get those big Dakens, and that's just enough power. And in fact, I just didn't see a lot of Spider-Ham on my initial climb with this deck. Through my first 20 games, I went 17-3 with this list, which is an insane 85% win rate. Frankly, that was only a couple bot games as well, as far as I could tell. So this seemed to be overperforming pretty well. I can't guarantee you that this is the best deck or that Absorbing Man actually belongs in this list, but it did feel like it gave me a nice kind of backup plan or surprise unexpected line, which sometimes with discard decks, it's a liability to have the same exact math every single game, and people can kind of map that out. But I think Daken changed that a little bit, added a different nice high power threat into this deck, and as a result, man, we won a lot of games. So this is a mere preview of what Daken can do, but to me, this looks like a pretty strong card with a couple different ways to get played. So really excited to show you these awesome games, but also excited to try more Daken in the near future. Okay, Xandar. Interesting hand. Some components to work with here. Temple Colleen is probably fine. Yeah, Wolverine, you know, he feeds a MODOK later too, but we're getting the upside of the Colleen, which is nice. Sif currently not very good. We want to keep that MODOK usually. The APOC draw here would be pretty spicy, or a Daken draw would be good too. Just play that instead. It's one of the nice things about this deck. You kind of have the different turn 3 happening. Less spaces to play here, so let's put Nebula here. They do kind of want to play cards into Xandar, I guess, but Xandar again. Okay. Ooh, Daken a little late, but still right, I think. We could go for the turn 6 MODOK this game to make Daken really big. Not my favorite line in the deck, but it's a line. Oh, Silk's pretty good for the Nebula. So's Jeff though. Turn 6 MODOK, or I don't know, dude. This Morbius is late too. Like, MODOK right now is just not actually very good though. He doesn't feed much. You see, like, there's not much to be done here. I think it is the turn 6 MODOK. We try to win left and mid. I think it's turn 6 MODOK game, dude. Is Daken enough to carry mid, I think is the question. Man, I don't know. And are everywhere. Okay. Where does the MODOK go is another question. Like, I don't know. Does MODOK shore up left? Does Daken carry mid? Like, you kind of hate to stagger Wolverine out there by himself, because I got a flip here, right? So they actually need to add some power here. But that does mean I might be able to catch them with the MODOK too. Like, if they go too small here. They do have Zabu, so double force is a possibility. We are revealing first, so we might see like a Shang-Chi on the Daken. That's the happening. We probably... I'm gonna go here. It kind of leaves Wolverine stranded, but They might want to move Jeff. Then it's like hard to go. Silk also obviously adds some complications. I don't know. It's really hard to say where the powers go in here. Oh, I think we might have called the shot though. Let's see. They didn't play anything into the Daken spot, so he's gonna be huge. Oh, Magneto. Wait, is that enough? Are we big enough left? Yeah, we're big enough, right? Yeah, they didn't even play for Nebula, so yeah, we're plenty big. Bro, let's go. Oh my god, dude, scary. Magneto is not what I expected, but Daken just tanking him, dude. He doesn't care. He may be made of adamantium, but it's covered in this weird red sword, so I don't know if that works with Magneto's powers or not. Oh man, scary. Oh, dude, we love to see Daken. Oh my god, we could bounce the Daken. I don't think it's worth it because he's so expensive, but we could. By god, we could. Calling Wing right now, we'll probably just play. If Wolverine hits Luke's bar, you're really happy. I mean, theoretically, that's going to happen anyway on 5 with the MODOK, so we could wait, but we want to get this Colleen down just for power. Throwing a lot of rocks in my deck. That's kind of rude, man. Seems unnecessarily rude. Ooh, we got the Daken absorbing man line. So Daken's gonna carry a location. We just need to maybe play for a tie on Luke's bar. Sometimes Jeff though will contest this, so we might need to actually hit this Wolverine. We could try to like guarantee the Wolverine hits Luke's bar, but that's gonna be really hard to concoct that scenario, particularly without swarms in hand. It's just too much work. We'll just try to hit the Wolverine here and then play for some big Daken. So like Daken can maybe like carry one spot and then absorbing man plus like MODOK, you know, hit the other one. Wolverine left one time, please. It's so good if it hits left. Yeah, Sif obviously is not the move. We need these to go off, so sadly Daken's kind of stuck going mid. We do need to be mindful certainly of a Shang-Chi when we're pushing this to 16. We can't play the MODOK at the end of the game though. Oh, also this is gonna turn it off. Oh my god, dude, that's actually insane. The vault is so good for us. Holy crap. Because now it's not gonna be 16 until, well, we do have priority. If we want to play the MODOK here and reveal it, just thinking about how this is gonna go. MODOK plus Morbius plus Sif next turn, actually. That's pretty good. That also makes this insane. What is this? This is Zabu? Yeah, this actually is pretty good. This Dark Dimension here is sort of nuts. Yeah, these are good together. So we'll have like APOC, Shard, Chavez. This could hit the Chavez, I guess. Oh no, well, because MODOK's going first. Yeah, this is actually perfect. So the Morbius gets even bigger potentially off all this extra turn 6 stuff. Oh, what is that, dude? That actually could be dude, that could be a Shang-Chi in there. Dude, that would be the sickest play. I wouldn't even be mad. That would just be so sick. I wouldn't even be mad. That's actually that's the sickest play ever, dude. I'm not even angry. Like, good on them for winning if that's Shang-Chi. Like, that's so sick. They snapped, so they're thinking about something, man. That's a Jeff behind it, I guess. Okay. That's a Jeff behind it. Can we win a tiebreaker anyway? They might have like a Dr. Doom or something, who knows? Seems like not, since they played more cards. Oh! They're geniuses! Do we just win the tiebreaker though? We're so big. Yeah, we just win the tiebreaker 14-6. Dude, that's such a sick play though. Oh, I feel bad winning almost. They read the double Daken, of course, the absorbing man. That's so cool, dude. Super sick play. Okay, Morbius, we love starting things off. That's nice. Can we find the Daken on time? Daken on 3, baby. Come on, one time. Sure, this is safe, I guess, in case that right spot turns off on goings or something. Be a good Dracula hand. Absorbing Man makes the APOC really big here too. We might be able to get by with just Morbius. Oh, MODOK Dream Dimension though is a bit of a pickle, isn't it? We're gonna have a hard time with this MODOK maybe. So we'll have to talk about that. Still a pretty decent absorbing man, I would say. Electro doesn't tell us much. Maybe some electro rampy stuff. You know what we could do this game? We could go Daken into Absorbing Man into Modok. A little bit of a weird line. I'm not actually sure it's more power than APOC is the only thing. It also loses you a swarm, but we're losing the Modok anyway on 5, so maybe the Modok on 6 is actually a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe this is a cool little line. Well, it makes the Morbius notably worse too, though. Lets me play the new card, if nothing else. That makes me happy. Spider-Man. Okay. It's just like an early Spider-Man. That's not something I'm nervous about in particular. Maybe setting up for a Galactus left, though. It is true I have a hard time with Galactus left. They can't play this turn, though, because of Dream Dimension, right? It's not, they don't have enough. What is that? Professor X? Black Panther. Oh. Okay, so they're gonna go for perhaps Arnim Zola, but Daken here beats that. He just beats that. Nibble in hand is worth more because of Morbius. I mean, this is just actually, do we even win mid? They're gonna have 22. I'm gonna add 12 to Morbius. So now we're gonna get 19 mid. So not quite, but this gets big enough, right? Because we're going to 20 and this is only 16, assuming a Zola should be fine. Yeah, they're just retreating. Okay. The singular Black Panther doubling here, the double, the 16 power is just not enough to beat Daken, right? He's huge. He's 16 himself. He's like, yeah, that's actually kind of crazy here. He's 16. And so is Black Panther, but Black Panther costs more. But we have the double shard, so yeah, I wish we got to see that. I wish they'd stay it in, but I understand. It's day 1 of the season. Everybody's worried about their ranks actually right now, so people are going to be quick to retreat today. Okay, Project Pegasus early. Yeah, sadly for us, we don't really benefit much from that. Like, we need the hand to be full for the Modok, and I want to get these cards down ahead of time, so pretty bad Project Pegasus. This deck's just not feeding well into that. It gives us plenty of mana later to play stuff, though. We find a Daken or whatever. Oh, the opponent just doesn't care. Maybe they're a Hella deck. No, they're a discard deck. Okay, so that just kind of made their Modok smaller, I would argue. I mean, again, it's you know, now that it gets play stuff, like obviously there's some upsides and downsides to both lines, but I kind of like holding on to it. Ooh, that's a nut roll. Also, the Daken in hand is insane. Let's go. Okay. Can we hit the Absorbing Man one time off the top? No! Morbius! 50-50! Oh, God. No! Never lucky, dude. Never, ever am I ever one time in my life lucky. Dracula currently is just gonna hit Chavez. I mean, I guess we have a chance to draw APOC or Swarm or Wolverine, all of which are pretty good. We can play Colleen Wing here if we like that better for the shard, but that's gonna get taken care of anyway. Yeah, let's just Dracula for now. Actually, we need to beat this Modok. He's pretty big. Daken's gonna scale a little bit at least, so let's chill here. Dracula mid. Okay, so this is gonna come down to just like tiebreakers. That's a good draw. Okay, that means we have the APOC pretty big left. That's gonna put us in a good spot maybe, but they also are gonna have that as well probably, although they could have perhaps a hard time dumping their hand sufficiently. They might also hit a Wolverine right, which would suck. Okay, not gonna hit the Wolverine right. They just dumped their hand, so now they have a guaranteed Dracula APOC, which so do we, but who's winning the total power output here? Oh, they retreated. Really? Are they unfavored there? I need to do some math. Like, this is mapped out, right? We know they have APOC Chavez. I mean, I guess we could just look, but even if their Dracula was 4 bigger, we're both playing the same stuff. So I'm up 24 to 16. I have an 8-point lead. So even if their Dracula was 4 bigger, I would maintain a 4-point lead in the tiebreaker. That's actually the easiest way to do that math, yeah, since we're so far ahead on board. So Daken actually making a big difference. Yeah, let's go. Okay, Observe Man and Dracula both in hand. That is definitely one of the hands we don't like. They don't exactly, you know, work super well together. New York, we could put Morbius mid without feeling too bad about it, perhaps, but a little risky in the Legion era. Sometimes things don't go the way you want with that. These are both solid for Modocs. We'll just chill. Dracula also makes Apocalypse a really good draw if we can find it. Theoretically, playing Wolverine into Sewer System is as valuable as letting him get discarded. Some logic there. Oh, dude, Daken into Modoc. Dude, this Daken's one turn late, bro. I guess the question is this better than Dracula? Yes. No APOC in hand. Definitely the right play here. Is it right to go toe to toe? It doesn't kind of matter because in New York we're really just kind of debuffing Dracula in the meantime. I mean Nebula. All these laws. Nebula, Dracula. It's hard to keep track. Okay. Yeah. So Muramasa Shard's gonna make Daken pretty big. We're really just top decking Chavez plus Swarms here is the only thing. We could maybe do, like, there's a line where we go for the double shard to make Daken really big, but I lose out on Swarms specifically, and I'm not sure which is more total power. It actually might still be more total power. I gotta beat this Dracula though, is the hard part. Like, how on earth do I beat Dracula? It's just not that much power. It depends on where Wolverine goes too. 15 on the final turn with, dude, I don't know. I'm in it. I'm in it. I should have been absorbing it right, by the way, for the Nebula. I totally forgot. I was thinking a little bit about priority management, but it doesn't really matter much. There's their shard gone. Okay. So I have 2 shards. If I go like this, oh, I can't go like this. The goose, shoot. The goose might cook my goose. I mean, that makes me huge, right? I get 12 on Morbius and Daken goes insane. Is that too much? Because 13, like, the opponent is not necessarily going to get a great Dracula, by the way. So we could maybe put MODOK mid. Their deck is very differently than mine. I don't know. There's a lot going on. I don't know. And could maybe do something like this. Like, Daken's going to go to 16 minus 1 is 15. This goes to 14. They might put another card there, right? It's just so hard to say. Does Dracula even stay mid? It's another question. Dude, I don't know. This is like, oh, Dracula doesn't stay mid. I might have called my shot. Holy crap, I might have called my shot. I might have called my shot, dude. Dracula bails out of mid. Wolverine goes right. That's perfect. Dude, this is, dude, no, no, no. Wait. No, the tiebreaker. No, dude. Oh my God, bro. Oh, dude, I'm so annoyed. If I'd played this stupid Absorbing Man here, we could have won. I mean, the game might have changed too. We don't know for sure, right? But, dude. No. Twist. That's my first loss, by the way. I'm 9-1. I'm actually 9-1 with the deck right now. Hawkeye, huh? Yeah, Hawkeye Morbius is cool. That's fine with me. I can go left. Big power, really, already. We know Morbius is big with MODOK. That's okay. Daken on 3 is good. We know he's at least 8 for this MODOK. We can find an Absorbing Man. He maybe goes to 16. Ooh. Mirror match. Oh, that's a good spot for Daken, yeah. Nebula's good there too next turn. Currently, like, this Calling Wing is actually pretty much guaranteed to hit. We can just hit the Daken already if we want. Maybe just put like Nebula. Let's see if the opponent puts power in killing or not. Got the big APOC. Okay, so we need to think about Dracula here. If Dracula goes right, they are gonna have the ability to put, oh bro, double shard into MODOK is spicy. So this makes Daken 16 and Absorbing Man 21 right. They go Dracula right. Their APOC is already 12. Presumably goes to 16, 24. I just wonder if this actually throws a little bit if they don't put Dracula right. Or if they do, I may not even be able to go toe-to-toe necessarily. Dracula, we said it's 12. Dracula goes, it was 20. I said 24, but I think it's 20. 20 on the Dracula. This is 20. This is actually enough. I think I did the math wrong. Okay, let's try this. We can beat a Dracula. Okay, they don't go Dracula, so now we got overkill right. Now we gotta win left big, which can still happen. Oh, just collector. Oh, I forgot kiln. This is actually even better though. Now the Morbius can just farm. This is even better. I'm an accidental genius. Now this does expose me a little bit though to a Shang-Chi, if we're thinking about that at all. Like we could just go, doesn't do anything in this case. It would really be like Nebula Colleen, just to get a little extra power, and MODOK on 6. But I don't know, I think Chavez is fine. Now they also have a Morbius, right? So we're technically a little behind over there. I would need the bigger Morbius in this case, which I think we're more or less guaranteed to have, just given the shards being extras in hand. Okay, like they're not adding 8 to their Morbius, are they? No, they can't. 3 cards in hand, 4 cards in hand is 8. Actually, could tie, I guess, technically. Yeah, this looks good. Daken 16, Chavez mid, helps contest here maybe. Just APOC mid. Is this a bot? I think it's a bot, dude. Victory. That's only a bot would ever make this play, right? Oh, that's kind of sad. Dude, that was a fun game, dude. I hate, well, it doesn't matter. It's still a fun game. Who cares? I'm putting it in the video. You're watching it. It's a cool Daken game. And we still would have beat a bot. There's nothing in their hand here that beats this play. Oh yeah, the boys are in hand, which we're gonna need because we have garbage rocks. The crew. I mean, this Wolverine. Okay, that's actually a good draw. Yeah, that's fine. I want to play these rocks out so that we can isolate the hand. Like anytime I have it, I actually should have played one last turn. I kind of forgot about it, but they're good to activate on this Nebula now too. Yeah, man. Without knowing that we're gonna hit, you know, a MODOK or whatever, which is pretty unlikely at any given stage. Yeah, like I'm gonna stagger mana here, energy here, basically. So like rock plus swarm instead of Daken right now, so that I can play into Nebula a little bit easier. The problem is this Morbius is by no means likely to get big. Dracula into Chavez on the final turn's one interesting kind of angle, maybe. I don't know. I could hold this swarm, but I need to spend energy on power in a Subterranea game. Subterranea changes the rules a lot, basically. That's going like pretty hard there, man. I don't know. Should I keep? I mean, I can just keep throwing in rocks. Like I said, it's sort of free. This line I took just assumes I'm gonna keep throwing rocks, which is pretty sad, I guess. But it's the real life scenario here. Obviously this makes things a little awkward. We know for 100% fact we're drawing Chavez next turn, so I can like maybe try to hit these. Either one technically adds some power. It certainly doesn't make Dracula very big though, so we're not really winning. We're gonna be able to contest She-Hulk a little bit maybe, but we're just not really winning. We need like a better play than we have, obviously. Dude, like the opponent has not played a single rock. We've played all rocks. Come on. Come on, dude. This just loses, right? If it hits Wolverine, we can technically contest mid, but I can't really rely on the Daken here either is the problem. It only goes to 8, which is, well, you know, just a little bit off, which sucks. I mean, technically, this is going to 7. If I hit Wolverine, I get, what, 2, and 2 is 4. Yeah, I literally just can't. I just literally can't win. The only way I win is if the opponent's hand is literally all rocks, which I'm willing to play out to see. What? Victory. Dude, their hand is literally all rocks. No way. No way. No way, dude. They don't have 5 rocks. Come on. Shut up. Okay, good. Traditional discard hand here. We need some Daken action, though. Daken, 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 Daken. No Daken. Okay. Morbius and Vault's good. Hard for them to answer with like a turn 6 Enchantress or anything. Sometimes that earlier Enchantress feels a little more off curve or awkward. Siv's fine, yeah. Kind of like a Modok here or here. Hopefully Morbius carries. Yeah, we'll Sif mid. That's okay. Breeze not a big problem yet, although we need to be mindful of lockdown because we, like, you know, swarms for instance, want to have spaces to play. So there might be some argument to just tempoing a swarm right now, because if, you know, if we go into turn 6, we're only going to have these 2 spots anyway, and we may have some lockdown happening. I could go for this too though right now. It's a big power commitment, but for some reason I feel like it's going to work. I don't know. Makes the Morbius smaller on the Modok. We can just do Modok left as well, and then just finish on APOC right. I don't know why, but I feel like this is a spicy move. I don't know. It just feels spicy for some reason. May not be spicy. Are we gonna get, like, you know, a Hobgoblin or something, you know, that kind of play? It's not, because they played a Storm, but spiciness ensues. Oh, bro, I can Daken first? Are you kidding me? Is this overkill, though? Will I lose priority into an APOC? I mean, APOC's gonna be huge. This is, like, so much power here. Maybe like this instead. This hedge is a little better against the Shang-Chi, I guess. Dude, I don't know. Good top deck, though. This might be too much left. I don't know. Oh, they didn't even go left. Oh, my God. Okay, yeah, so they're winning mid. That's fine. We kind of knew that was locked up. All right, so we should be too good left, actually. Yeah, too good left. Now I got to worry about Shang-Chi a little bit, maybe. Like, this APOC is huge, obviously, but, well, the APOC being played does debuff the Modok, so they might only have 6 into the Modok, and then I'd run right back up to 11. So maybe we beat a Shang-Chi? I don't know. It's not a Shang-Chi, obviously. We're just plenty big here, right? There's no way. That's not even close. Yeah, not even close. Yeah, APOC is huge. I mean, I guess Modok alone almost carried that, right? Because he was going to be 11. Yeah, it would have been 8 with the Green Goblin, so almost 9 to 8. Yeah, dude, sick. White Hot Room actually paid off a little bit with the Daken, although unnecessary, it seems. All right, yeah, good stuff here. Morbius Calling Wings, nice. Daken would be great for the Modok, obviously. Yeah, this is still a really good little line. Nebula into Colleen Wing is cool. I guess we kind of want Nebula going left, so maybe we put Morbius mid in this case. Daken on 4 would still be pretty good if we play Colleen Nebula on 3. We could play Daken on 3 still too. We top deck him, that's fine. Opponent's gonna kind of know the Modok line anyway. The Daredevil here is only gonna tell them where it's at and nothing more, really. Okay, let's go Colleen Wing here. Obviously, last for the Absorbing Man on 4. All these swarms really aren't going to be helpful other than buffing the Morbius, because we just don't have enough places to play. But if we can roll a Wolverine right in particular, that would be nice. Either way, like, we're going to have a guaranteed Wolverine at some point because of MODOK. So it's really just about which this, like, Colleen hits first and stuff. Trying to figure out this line. I think Absorbing Man in this case will always be our best turn 4 play. I can't imagine a better play than Absorbing Man here. Yeah, it's definitely not Sif. Yeah, Absorbing Man left, just commit some more power here. This does mean if the Wolverine rolls there, I've got problems. I could maybe put MODOK here instead, just to be a little safer. Yeah, that's probably a little safer. We don't want that Wolverine locking us out. That's not enough power there, so let's do this. Absorbing Man, actually, by the way, I've not tested Absorbing Man in this deck at all until now, of course. Pretty good, I think. Put him in here for Daken, but actually makes a lot of sense for the MODOK as well. So see, now we're gonna have a really interesting conversation about, can I force the Wolverine to go right? I definitely can. Is it correct though? Because then I'm literally locked out of plays. I don't think it's correct. I think we have to hope that he goes right. Hear me out. What if we did something like this and forced him next turn? Are we worried at all? This doesn't really read like a Professor X deck to me necessarily, with Angela and Nightcrawler stuff, but it's kind of a cool line, dude. I don't know. I think the turn 6 MODOK here actually looks really cool. Is that Professor X mid? No, just Black Bolt. Oh, that doesn't... Oh, well, it does actually hurt me. I lose my Daken shard. That's kind of annoying. I mean, it's still... These are the exact same as them getting discarded, but it forces Wolverine right, so it's a little better. It's kind of annoying, dude. They filled my hands, so I lose my shard. It's still fine, though. We're adding a ton of power, and we think we're going to snipe right, most importantly, which they're probably not expecting to snipe right, is my guess. And Storm. Oh yeah, we just absolutely murdered, dude. Could have had an extra 4 power here too, you jerk. Black Bolt. Absolute rude jerk. Good game though. Yeah. Crazy good power output. All right, yeah, man, exciting hand. Calling Wing into Swarm into Daken's pretty cool. We are literally facing off against Cerebro itself. All their cards just now. If you name your... Oh, I forgot to put on my Infinity Portrait, by the way. I have one now. I forgot. Yeah, Wolverine's still chill. It's okay. Mindscape, what does that change for us? Maybe it means we don't want to give them a big Apocalypse. What do we want this to hit? I guess Swarm still. Like, you know, for instance, if we Modok into Apoc, that could create some problems, maybe. Dracula's gonna be much worse too, so that's an important thing to think about. We could just maybe put it left, so it just always has some base power that's useful. Daken on 3 is good though. We like him. He's spicy. I like him in the Soulstone because he can get big. Ooh, the opponent's filling my hand. That's actually kind of a cool line. This lets me though potentially just play my APOC out. You know what I mean? Like, this is stuck though if I do that. Like, I need to just, like, this, nothing happens to this. Like, I could maybe, you know, maybe I could, I think there's actually a pretty decent chance that the opponent plays a Killmonger in this deck. Like, if I'm gonna play APOC because I've time stoned, right? Number one, it's not that big, I guess, but it's just it's gonna be like the biggest thing I have to do. You know, we're basically saying, okay, normal game plan's out though. They also might turn off Mindscape though with Reality Stone. Like, do we think they're gonna turn off Mindscape? Because if so, like, this is 100% the best play. I think they're gonna turn it off. I believe they're gonna turn it off. Oh, okay. Are they going to turn it off? Now I'm not so sure. Dude, I don't know. They might want to give me their hand now so that the Dracula is less likely to connect, right? Maybe we'll do this. This leaves some space open to surprise. Still adds a lot of power. They're gonna get an APOC for 8, which we can kind of calculate around maybe. If they turn it off, I'm a little sad perhaps because we're only playing like Chavez next turn. I guess maybe Chavez has plus sword, but they're gonna. Is that a turn off? Is that a Reality Stone? Is that a Dracula? Got a Lady Sif off this. It's Claw. Oh, dude. Okay. I'm still gonna draw Chavez, right? So can I just put Chavez mid here? Oh, or this guy? Did I not? Oh, I did play Reality Stone. I mean, this still has a decent hit here, but it's not enough to win ever. I could leave the Thanos and try to snipe that, but I'm adding 9 here. If they play the APOC, they're only adding 8. Like, that would make us favored, right? Yeah. So they kind of knew that, right? Like, they knew I had the Thanos. I mean, I guess I wasn't guaranteed to play it there or whatever, but they might have been able to read that that was solved. Calling Wing here. We need the Swarm Wolverine. Swarm is insane. Yeah, nice. Okay. I did have Collector in this deck, by the way, for like the Daken and Swarm, but it wasn't feeling very good. I cut it just in case anybody asks. Assuming this game makes it into the video. I don't know. Ooh, very spicy. Okay, cool. This is a good hand suddenly. What I would really like to see here is an Absorbing Man. I mean, Dracula's good too, don't get me wrong, but that's why I kind of like the Absorbing Man on this list. It gives you like 2 different power 4s. Because Absorbing Man, if you think about it, with Daken, because we can get an extra shard to discard, it kind of makes Absorbing Man like 13 power. Sir, excuse me, there's been a huge mistake. I mean, MODOK Apocalypse is still pretty good. Thankfully, the Morbius is actually a little more protected now. And we do have to still worry about Legion, though, so we might want to be a little bit careful about overcommitting to Nexus. Thankfully, we do have the Swarms and the Wolverines that could both play for elsewhere. So it's not like we're going to be all in this. And actually, MODOK's going to have to go somewhere else, too, so... MODOK will naturally spread power as well. So I think it'll be okay. 4 Swarms. Wolverine has space to go right, no problem. We can still APOC right for power. No Dracula, so Chavez will be worse than APOC right. Now, this is one of those scenarios where the opponent probably has a pretty fixed idea of exactly how much power we're going to have.
Enough said.
Specifically, we need to be able to beat a Hulk. Can we beat a Hulk? We're adding 15. We're up by 5? Surely, right? This does nothing, I don't think, but... because I have priority, so any kind of Legion play or whatever wouldn't matter. I mean, I think so? 12, 16, and 3's 19. They're super weak there, so they did Legion. We'd still be favored. I think we're okay against Hulk. I guess, I don't know how much they've actually passed. I think not on turn 1, not on turn 2, not on turn 3. So Hulk's actually not very big, right? How big could Hulk be? Hulk plus Jeff a problem? Surely not, right? Surely not. There's no way, we're up 20. Oh, it's just Chavez. Oh, Hulk Smash is very misleading. Their name is Hulk Smash. Okay, well, all right. Imagine if Daken was a chill 16 power. That'd be even nicer, but you know, we'll take it.